Oh, this alt season is going to be disgusting. We are going to the moon. We're going to see 25x's. We're going to see 50x's. We are in the mass adoption cycle right now. And Bitcoin has been just rallying. Absolutely rallying. Bitcoin has been in a 2-year bull run cycle, just pumping to new all-time highs at $120,000. And there's one major change that has happened. And we're going to be talking about stable coins today. Because what I don't think a lot of people understand is that this isn't just about Bitcoin. This isn't just about alt season. This isn't just about packing our bags and pumping them to the moon. This is a real change that's happening in the payment rail system of the entire globe. And what has recently changed through the Genius Act, which has just passed into federal law, is that the United States dollar is now tokenized through stablecoins. And this makes very significant changes, which enables access to everybody around the globe. Billions of people who weren't even capable of opening up a bank account that can now own the world dominant currency, the US dollar, and they can purchase it and own it with just the connection to Wi-Fi. This is huge. And what this Genius Act enforces in federal law is that the companies such as Circle, which is USDC, Tether, which is now currently and has been offshored outside of the United States, is that they're going to be audited, they're going to be monitored, and they're going to be required to back their token at a 1-to-1 ratio with the US dollar. This grants the market certainty and clarity that these companies that monitor the stablecoins are correctly backing the asset class, and it creates certainty in the marketplace for people to put their capital into these stablecoins, use them as payment rails, and they're not going to get rug pulled. What this also does is it requires that these companies are onshored over the next 3 years. The big problem with Tether is that they're not audited. They are offshored. And this has been forced by previous administrations before the Trump era because they have been targeted and they just weren't capable of monitoring in the United States because they did not know what was going to happen to them. They didn't know if they were going to get debanked and shut down like many previous crypto native companies were. That's what was happening to all of them before. So why would they onshore? It made no sense at all. Now there's clarity. Now they're forced to onshore. Now there's audits and there is security behind stablecoins, which is a huge shift of policy, and it's a huge shift where these payment rails are now going to take over by storm, and they're going to completely disrupt Visa, MasterCard, and now you have all these companies building these stable coins, and these stable coins are also going to be built on top of all of these layer 1 chains where you have Ethereum, and they're going to be able to people are going to be able to purchase assets and tokenized assets on Ethereum with these stable coins through liquidity pools. So long story short, we have a whole new payment rail system. Bitcoin is going to the moon. The United States dollar is going to continue getting debased, especially through the recent Big Beautiful Bill Act, where we are increasing the United States debt ceiling. So what's going to happen next? We have Bitcoin at $120,000, and there's a huge change, and this is a textbook alt season, because what we're seeing now is the large cap layer ones are now starting to pump. We have Ethereum over the last month up 68%, breaching its all-time high, and very soon going to be breaking out to new all-time highs, as Bitcoin has done practically a year ago, I think. We're seeing over the last week Solana pushing to its all-time high, where in the last month it's up now 55%. And this is a textbook alt season where you see Bitcoin blow to new all-time highs, and then over the next 6 to 12 months you see the large cap layer ones break past their all-time highs. And the next bet that I'm fully exposed to right now is Sui, which is just pumping. And over the last year, we're up 379%. I have an average cost of $1.50 on this token. I am now up 100%. And we're going to be breaking out. And this is a solid 5x to 10x gain here when we get to peak bull run cycle over the next 6 to 12 months. So we have a textbook bull run. We're seeing the large caps get pushed to new all-time highs. They're going to be seeing 3, 5 to 10x's. Another great one is AVAX. And the reason why AVAX is so good is because it has the most amount of utility. AVAX is the crypto gaming layer 1. And crypto gaming has the best use case for blockchain technology. You're going to have this huge industry, billions and billions of dollars, billions of people play video games. And the one thing that they can't do is they cannot own the assets that they work to build in the game. And now through tokenization, through non-fungible tokens, gamers are now going to be able to own the assets they own in the game, transact those assets with other players through digital currencies, through potentially stable coins such as USDC. And this creates a whole new marketplace of value. So we're going to see next, over the next 3 months, we're going to see the large caps pump. Now, that's not where the money's made. Where the money's really made is right now you have all these huge hedge funds. Right now, they're all profiting on Bitcoin. They're totally bought up on Ethereum, and they're about to pump their bags next in Ethereum. And when Ethereum passes its all-time highs, they then begin to trickle down, bang, all of the other altcoins. And they're going to start rolling over their capital into these other large cap layer ones, where they're going to catch that 300%, 500%, 10 or 1,000% gain, a solid 10x on Sui, on Chainlink, on AVAX. But where the real money is made is on the low small caps. When the layer 1 large caps pump, those capital, they want to find the next pump. They want to pump another bag. And they start moving to the degenerate small cap crypto coins. The small caps that are going to see the 10x, the 25x, the 50x, if you're lucky, 100x gains. And these are very niche driven. And what I mean by that is the biggest niche that's going to run is going to be the AI niche. And that is because AI technology is taking over the world by storm. There's large amounts of computing power demand through these AI systems, these chat GPTs, and the AI narrative is going to run. It's going to blow up on social, and that's going to be the niche that these huge hedge funds are going to target when they want to pump their own personal bags. So they're going to expose themselves to these AI-driven companies, one of which is Node AI, if it pops up. This is an example of a solid AI alt bag. It has a $43 million market cap, easily going into the multi-billions when we hit full alt season, and that is a solid 20, 40 to 50x. Another one is 0x0. These AI coins are just sitting at bear market lows right now while we have Bitcoin breaching way past its all-time high. We have Ethereum reaching its new all-time high. And you're sitting on bear market lows on these. In November, when we thought we had a full alt season push, I mean, that was a solid 3 to 5x right there. And obviously, I didn't sell. The reason why I didn't sell is because we're not in the true alt season. We have way more upward moving to go. The large caps haven't even pushed to their new all-time high. So, number one, I'm not selling until Ethereum hits at least $6,000 to $8,000 and totally breaches its $4,600 previous all-time high. I am not touching a singular alt bag I have in store right now. And it's not until then where you're going to see these AI coins breaching to these new all-time highs. So long story short, I am enraged right now with just complete hype. I'm raged up because I've been waiting for this for years. I totally missed out on exiting my last position going out of 2022's bull run because I was a rookie. I was a noob. You're probably coming into this channel having not a clue what any of this information really means. And all you want is to just catch a dirty little gain and catch a 25x and get the fuck out. But you're not going to, because what's going to happen is you're going to get greedy, you're going to FOMO in when it's too late, and you're going to be my exit liquidity. And long story short, that's probably the case for you. But if you're here early and you're watching this now on July 22nd, when this gets posted tonight, maybe you do yourself a favor and you expose yourself to these altcoins before they pump, before they're stacked, before the FOMO kicks in, and before you start buying everything at degenerately high prices. And that's the end of the video. You're welcome.